Well, there are some things that you're seeing happen in the United Kingdom as a result of this political turmoil that are having a direct effect on Gibraltar. So Gibraltar follows the Bank of England lending rate, the base rate for the mortgages that are available in Gibraltar's banks and building societies. So that has a direct effect in Gibraltar and in the cost of mortgages for those who are on variable rates. There are other issues, of course, that will be less relevant to Gibraltar and that are UK specific. I mean, the government of Gibraltar continues to work with senior officials in the government of the United Kingdom. Those won't change. I must tell you, if there was a general election, it's very likely that in the United Kingdom there would either be a Conservative or a Labour government after that general election, and there wouldn't be a change of policy in relation to any issue of substance in relation to Gibraltar either. So we continue to do the work that we need to do, both in respect of the day-to-day for Gibraltar and in respect of the negotiations of the potential treaty between the United Kingdom and the European Union in relation to Gibraltar.
Well, with the UK in the middle of crucial negotiations with the EU over Gibraltar's future, could this instability be seen as a weakness at this very crucial juncture in our history?
Look, I think the past few years, if not months, teach us that we mustn't think that a conclusion leads to, or a situation leads to a foregone conclusion. This may lead to a strengthening of the United Kingdom's position, depends on who is elected leader of the Conservative Party and Prime Minister. What you're seeing at a political level, this is at the strata of the political in the United Kingdom, not the government insofar as the senior officials in the relevant Whitehall departments are involved. And none of the issues of policy that engage us are relevant in the political turmoil that you're seeing. So I think you can rest assured that we are able to continue our work without the psychodrama that you're seeing played out at a political level affecting our hand negatively in the context of that negotiation. We haven't got a British government minister heading the negotiations. We've got for the United Kingdom, you've got the British ambassador to Brussels, the head of UCMIS as it's known in Brussels, Mr. Lindsay Appleby, heading the negotiations for the British side.
But the fact is, a new Prime Minister could see a cabinet reshuffle, so could that affect policy?
Well, I mean, you're asking me to speculate, and I could just as easily make the argument to answer your question positively as I could answer the question negatively, because I would say, if I was arguing to say that there could be a change of policy, I would say, well, look, changes of characters could lead to different political and policy imperatives, depending on what wing of the Conservative Party they come from. At the same time, I could say to you that, of course, this isn't a change of government, it's a change of characters, but the government would continue to be the Conservative government elected under the 2019 manifesto that they took to the people. So look, you need to see how these things play out and not simply speculate about what might or might not happen at the level of policy. But in relation to issues that relate to Gibraltar, and of course the fundamental issue, the sovereignty of Gibraltar and the defence of the sovereignty of Gibraltar, people can rest assured that there is no politician in any of the mainstream political parties that could be appointed to any of the great offices of state that are relevant to us that would take a position that would be contrary to the position of the government and people of Gibraltar for the defence of the sovereignty of Gibraltar entirely and wholeheartedly, and as it could most fulsomely be done in the context of these negotiations and generally.